Are we slowly sleepwalking toward an Earth pole shift? What if I told you we might already be seeing its side effects? Not in the sky, but in our global geopolitics. Sounds like a crazy connection, right? Let me show you why that might not be coincidence. We live in a fractal universe, or as Elon Musk likes to put it, in a holographic simulation. But whether fractal or hologram, both share the same idea. Patterns repeat across scales. Zoom in or zoom out, atoms mirror solar systems. Galaxies echo neurons, and the cosmic web looks eerily like a brain scan. Even Earth's magnetic field spirals like a knothole in a piece of wood. As above, so below. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Back in the early 1900s, a German scientist named Hans Berger measured the frequency of the human brain in a relaxed, meditative state. Around 8 Hz, known today as alpha waves. Decades later, scientists discovered that Earth itself has a background frequency, the Schumann resonance, pulsing at about 7.8 Hz, practically identical to human brain waves. So maybe our minds don't just live on this planet, maybe they sync with it. The human brain as a microcosm of the Earth. Coincidence or a connection? But that's not the only thing linking humans to Earth as a whole. There is something else. Something I've noticed that no one really talks about. We've all heard of the left and right hemispheres of the brain. The left side, logic, thinking, language, structure, discipline. The right side, creativity, feeling, emotion, intuition, flow. And sure, it's not a hard rule, but the general contrast is undeniable. Now, look at the world map. See if this sounds familiar. Western cultures, in general, lean toward logic, structure, and mechanics, while Middle Eastern and Eastern cultures feel more organic, flowing, curved. Western architecture, straight lines and hard edges, often void of color. Eastern, curved, ornamental, vibrant. Western alphabets, sharp and angular, written left to right. Eastern scripts, swirly, rhythmic, usually from right to left. Their calligraphy literally dances across the page. Western art, disciplined and usually monochrome. Eastern art bursts with color and ornamentation. Western music, rhythmic, ordered, minimal, almost mathematical. Eastern music moves like water, layered, emotional, improvisational. Western dance, structured, precise, deliberate. Eastern dance, fluid, expressive, alive. I'm not saying it's a clean divide, but if you look at humanity holistically, you can see the pattern. Does this general contrast sound familiar? It's the same split, left brain versus right brain, projected across geography, another sign that our collective consciousness might be mirroring the planet itself. Now, here's where it all comes full circle. Right now, our planet is undergoing a transformation, politically, culturally, energetically. For centuries, the world has been locked in a bipolar system, two opposing superpowers, West versus East. But lately, that pattern's breaking down. We're shifting into a multipolar world, multiple centers of power emerging all at once. Not two opposing sides, but a network. Even within the US, people are waking up to the illusion of duality, left versus right, red versus blue, realizing both are just two sides of the same coin. The same thing, interestingly enough, that happens during a magnetic pole shift. Before a reversal, Earth's magnetic field weakens. The two poles begin to blur. Then, multiple magnetic points appear across the globe. A chaotic transitional phase until eventually they stabilize again into two new poles. Of course, this process itself can take decades, even centuries. A pole shift typically happens every 200,000 to 500,000 years, and the last one occurred about 780,000 years ago. It's not a rhythmic process, so it doesn't mean we are overdue. But according to Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, the next one might be just around the corner. When exactly? No one knows. It could be in 10 years, 20, or maybe 100. But perhaps we're already feeling its echoes. Not through compasses spinning, but through cultures colliding, systems reshaping, and minds awakening. Maybe Earth's field is realigning, and so is the human spirit.